This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Today, a Sunshine State showdown in Florida. They believe their level of football is just a cut above. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Owls head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Florida Atlantic Owls kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Florida's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter.
Might have a chance. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Gator! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Florida Atlantic's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. You just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ball game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a deep man. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Handoff for Ball. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Unloads quickly. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And this is the beauty of getting in these 3rd down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice 3rd down execution.
Rifles it down the middle. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Here's a give the ball. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Now, I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
They'll try to run with Ball. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators!
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big...
He's into the open down the middle. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Motion from the wideout. Run in the red zone. It's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks. They get nothing on that play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Complete. Oh, what a cut! Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
That's a nice job by the offense. Second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out. You're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hacks close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here's a heat. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get...
There's a crease. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great. Every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Running inside, it's Pryor. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass. Stepping to the right. He's going to run it. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Using his legs, it's Bernard. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Owls are moving quickly down the field.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The run inside. It's Pryor. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. But nowhere to go. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Did as he throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wide receiver going in motion.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got a man, it's Messer. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just a little bit of daylight. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it right down the field. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Rush is on him. He's on the move. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabs it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And it's the Bulldogs looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
He'll bring it out. It's Garcia. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Kitley at the half. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's dragged down. And the Owls want to pick up the tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. How about this defense? Another stop. This one right at the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey, guys, here on the Florida sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
All right, Holly. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Caught behind the line. It's Mays. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, he didn't get past a marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find some parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Gator! And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Running inside, it's Bernard. Works ahead for a couple, they'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Just feeds the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Misfired. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So we open the final period with a third down play. The run inside. It's Bernard. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's going to take off. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Running inside, it's Pryor. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
Coming out with it, it's Holloway. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The run inside. It's Bernard. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 30. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Here's Jaden one more time. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
Jones to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes. This kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go right back to it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, this has been a really positive start for this transfer tight end. He came in with a lot of preseason hype, but he has delivered here in his first start. They have gone to him early and often, and he has lived up to all the hype. He's getting along with his teammates, joking, laughing down here on the sideline. This seems like it is a good fit for this team. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Might be calling a hot route. Jones wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. After the misfire now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Breaks loose. Breaks into the open. They'll chase him out of bounds after a nice pickup on the play.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. You got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
That is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. They waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are